21st of this year, or on the day I'm recording this, Frenemies went live for the very first time interviewing Jeff Wittick about a video he made titled My Truth, which was in response to the Insider article written by journalist Kat Tenbarge. Now, this interview was, might I say, insane. And I think this interview really solidified Frenemies as a powerhouse on YouTube. And I want to get into some points and analyze moments in the interview where Ethan and Trisha showed everyone that they were the real bosses of this interview and that they are a huge threat to anyone that crosses them. Quick disclaimer before I get started, I will be talking about topics like SA, mental health, and David Dobrik. So if any of that triggers you, please watch with caution or do not watch. Also, if you're not sure with what I'm talking about, I will link the full Frenemies episode and the Insider article down in the description. And I highly suggest you take a look at those if you haven't watched already, because it's what I'm going to be talking about. And I think that especially the article is extremely important in bringing such good awareness to SA and the victims. So with that being said, let's get started with this video. Now, right off the bat, something interesting I noticed that happened right at the start of the video was Jeff cracking jokes and being super funny. He made a joke about Starbucks, and we could kind of tell that Trisha was being pretty friendly with him as he was complimenting her and being his own personal charm self. Now, if you haven't watched David's vlogs in the past, Jeff is known to have a very charming personality, and he's known to be like super handsome and stuff like that. And I could kind of tell that he was using this charm to win the audience over. Ethan, however, was not buying it, and he shut down his charm immediately so that they could get into the real topic of this interview. And seeing Ethan take charge and get serious shows how important this entire David story means to him and Trisha, because they have been talking about this for so long, and they were talking about this before this new story with the Insider article even came forward. So they have been really pushing this, and we can see that this means a lot to them, and this has become more than drama. And I think that it's wonderful that it's come to this level. And the funny thing is, we can also see Jeff get taken a little bit aback by Ethan shutting down his charm, because he's realizing that he can't use his personality as a crutch for his lies, which will start to unravel in the story, which we'll literally get to right now. Now, this is probably the best moment and one of my favorites of the entire interview, and the greatest reveal ever was when Ethan and Trisha pulled out a never-before-seen photo, which was solid evidence that Jeff was there for the entire party, which led to the SA. Now, literally seconds before the photo was shown, Jeff was confident, saying he was only there for the 30 minutes. Now, what Ethan did was so smart, and here's why. Frenemies kept this photo so close to their chest that David, Jeff, and the public had no idea about this evidence. I'll show the photo here. It was taken at 1:18 a.m., completely debunking Jeff's claims of leaving the party after 30 minutes, when in fact he was there for 2 hours and saw the entire thing, which he claims he didn't. The way Ethan asked Jeff about how long he was there and got an answer before showing the picture is probably the greatest "this you" in all of history. You can clearly see with your own eyes Jeff die inside. And it was so smart that they decided to do this live, and it's because there was no editing, no retakes, there's no worrying, oh, we could do that later, oh, can you cut that out? None of that. Everything is live. What you say is what's engraved. It's getting engraved as you say it, so no backtracking. And as a viewer watching this live, me and the 100,000 people watching it together, we were blown away. And clearly, I think Jeff was blown away the most. Just bravos all around for that moment. And may I say, Frenemies Live was really good. Like, I was really like impressed. I never thought that they would go live, and I think this was the perfect episode to go live. So just so smart. Everyone there is just like so smart. Another prize moment was when Ethan grilled Jeff about not reading the article towards the end of the podcast. Now, prior, we have learned Jeff never read the article, which is, with peace and love, one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. How you can make a 20-minute video on something you didn't even read, I don't even know. But you notice how in the interview, neither Trisha or Ethan raised their voices to like a screaming yell at Jeff. Only in that one moment where Ethan yells at Jeff, being like, "You didn't read the article." This really highlights how dumb it was for Jeff to make a 20-minute video about something he didn't even read. So, mad props to Frenemies for not letting Jeff off the hook, because I'm sure there's a lot of other podcasts that would baby him just because he associates to the, and I say this in quotes, the golden boy of YouTube. Before Frenemies, Ethan and Trisha were kind of the laughingstocks of YouTube. They were known for being unlikable and problematic. However, this podcast has put both of them in a new light, and we get to see their friendship grow in real time. The amount of respect I and the platform give to Frenemies for this episode alone has secured themselves as a huge part of YouTube and a powerhouse of a duo. Watching Trisha, especially in the past, make videos about the Vlog Squad and no one believing her, to cut to her actually taking them down and exposing them with her new family by her side is so wonderful to watch. Frenemies may have started as a joke. I don't know how it started, but it really did. But it is now the biggest threat to ending careers. Currently, as I write this, Frenemies is trending in the US, so it really shows the impact it has on the media. I do have to say thank you so much to Ethan and Trisha for not being silent and starting this David Dobrik conversation. So I think that wraps it up for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you'd like me to talk about anything else, let me know. And for more, like and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching.